Hi, this is Corey Chambers in Los Angeles. Your home sold, guaranteed, or I'll buy it. Thanks for taking a minute to listen in. In a moment, I'll share with you some valuable information about this topic. Los Angeles. If you see any properties that are of interest to you, let us know. We will gladly send you a property information packet on any loft, condo, or house, or private previews available upon request. If you have a home you'd like to sell, you should know that I will guarantee the sale of your present home at a price acceptable to you, or I'll buy it for cash. This guarantee will allow you to buy your next home without worrying about selling your present home. To find out how much you can sell your home for, call me at 213-880-9910 now. Here are some urbanites. They are making the most of a dead LA Live in South Park district of downtown Los Angeles. And here's what's happening in Los Angeles this week. The city is still dominated by virus hysteria and damaging lockdown policies, with inappropriate restrictions on business causing damage to liberty and to personal way of life. This hysteria is largely stemming from the media and politicians, and they are supported by certain groups who profit from hysteria. Media and politicians continue to peddle panic and foment hysteria while failing to disclose comorbidity and withholding other facts that could alleviate fears. Angelenos have the right to be informed that the invisible enemy has a comparatively low death rate, especially if you compare it to the Spanish flu of 1918, which was 1,000 times worse. Compare it to bloodborne pathogen epidemics such as the Black Death of 1350, which killed a third of Europe. It killed 30% of the population. And what percentage of the population is this invisible killer killing? Not 32%, not even 1%, not even anywhere near 1% of the population, much closer to 0%. So the LA Times fails to remind us that the winter flu spike happens most every fall in Los Angeles and worldwide, and that colds and flu are an integral part of humanity. So they are jarring us, they're jarring locals with emotional alarms of cases, cases, cases. Our once trusted Los Angeles area television and radio stations now purposely omit updates that include information about how early dire predictions have proven to be very wrong. There are no bodies piled up in the streets of Los Angeles. Our hospitals are not totally overwhelmed. Many hospitals and doctors' offices are all but empty, as badgered masses defer getting basic medical checkups. The real killer is panic, especially if you look at poor people, and our panic is actually killing people, especially in poor countries, and we're actually killing wild animals by the billions. So the rich people, the pampered, are, they don't feel the effects as much as the needy. As politicians luxuriate in crowds, they attempt to impose new curfews and additional unfounded restrictions on a state and local economy that's already in shambles. They're not listening to the countless Los Angeles hairdressers, waiters, students, shop owners, and many, many others who suffer tremendously due to government overreaction and overreach. The mask-wearing media continue to hype a dubious danger. Many locals are aware of the exaggerations, but they're going along with it as to be cooperative and to not make waves. Even after the CDC, local doctors, and top epidemiologists have concluded that the virus is mostly comparable to a typical flu season, our local news have utterly failed to question the economic damage, mental damage, and health damage caused by irrational fear, radical lockdown policies, and excessive restrictions. It's time for us to stop embracing hysteria. For many of us, our livelihood is our life. It's time to claim our lives back in the city of Los Angeles. Thanks for joining me. As I mentioned earlier, property information packets available on any loft, condo, or house, or private previews available upon request. Corey Chambers, Los Angeles, your home sold, guaranteed, or I'll buy it.